As always, all praise due to the Most High. You know, to be able to come out here, to be able to coach this group of guys in that environment with that support is special. It's really special. I don't take it for granted one bit. I tried to soak up every moment of it. It was hard because I'm trying to coach too, but you know, as I say all the time, these guys are a byproduct of each other. I'm just a good coach because I got good players that trust me and believe in what we're doing. And, man, that crowd today was incredible. Man, that SoFlo rodeo, they had it jumping in there. That Heard of Thunder band, amazing as always. But if I'm not mistaken, boy, that thing was sold out up to the third level. This ain't the same old South Florida, my brother. It's not.
Open it up for the players first.
Guys, for both of you, 2 questions. You flipped the switch script today. Get out to a lead early. What happened to make you guys come out on fire?
Man, it's just the prep headed up to this game, man, is the most important part. And then we know that this whole season, this whole conference season, we've been struggling with starting the game off right. So it's been a point of emphasis for the past week.
Just picking up what he said, the prep was really good. We was focused the whole week, prepared for this game. Even though it was a big game, but we took like just another game, and that's what happened.
Yeah. Last 2 minutes and some change, Walker gets a huge block, then comes down and throws a Kawhi Leonard quadruple boink up on a free throw. How important was that?
So you might take that one.
Every point is important, especially that one because it was in transition and then we was coming down and they was trailing us. So just passing that and making the right play, and Corey got the layup. So it was really important.
Miguel, Dusty May and Press gave you a lot of credit about you finding your spots on the court. Speaking of the game plan, what were you seeing out there defensively? FAU was switching a lot. It seems like you were trying to attack mismatches. Just what was the game plan for you that allowed you to have such a good day?
I just see the rim. When I see the rim, it really don't matter who put the hands down. So but my teammates definitely. My teammates trust me. They give me the ball. They know how good I am one-on-one situations, so they trust me, and that's what happened.
For both of you guys, talk a little bit about how your experience played a key role in, at certain points carrying the Bulls even to, a lead over 20 points.
Yeah, I think that's probably an important part for this past game because like we came out hot and it's easy like immature teams, inexperienced teams, they just lay down, they start just doing anything, and that's how you lose leads quick. But they did come back, but our experience and our perseverance, man, just let us get out this win.
Sure, definitely. Just speaking out what he said, we definitely got young in the old team, but more old team. So we got guys that been through it already, college-wise. Just came together and just really understand the game because sometimes when we up and then we might just go and rest, but we never rest. Even though they're a good team, they kept fighting, but we never rest.
Even though you guys have been through a lot of big games before, most of you anyway, was there any nervous energy you guys had to overcome perhaps early in the game?
Not for this game, 'cause I feel like that Charlotte game, guys prepared for environments like this. So that Charlotte game is pretty important. Although it wasn't sold out like it was today, but the Charlotte game was crazy. So that guy's prepared for games like this and moving on forward.
I know you guys have great experience, but what was the feeling like? You get up 25, and then you look up there and it's 3 now. What were you saying in your head?
Hey, we still up, and the game's not over with, so we still have a chance to win the game. Like in our hurdles, man, I kept on saying composure, and just relax, man, because we've been in this position before on the other side, so we know what to do and how to go about everything.
Going off the last question, it almost felt like you guys were like feeding off of the crowd. What was it like just playing in that atmosphere from your perspective?
For me, it's really special. It's my second year here. We didn't have that last year. Didn't have a good season last year. So just coming in this year with that, almost every game we play at home is really special for us. Give us energy, regardless if we up, down, up 20 or down 20. Just help us, give us momentum, and that really lead us to win the game.
From a player's perspective, is there a rivalry between FAU and USF for either of you?
I mean, it depends what makes a rivalry.
I guess no, because they're in the same conference that we both from Florida. So because UCF left, so I guess we rivalry.
When you guys came into this game, do you feel that FAU did come in as advertised? Obviously, a year ago they went to the Final Four. They've been playing good basketball all year, and albeit you got off to a good start, but then they kept hanging around and hanging around and hanging around. But this is a pretty good basketball team and right at the top of the conference.
Yeah, man, we came in, like, we respected FAU big time because based off what they did last year and what they're doing this year, same group of guys, man, so we've been keeping up with them. So even when it was up, man, we know, like, they're capable of coming back just like we are. So, man, we just kept that in mind, but, yeah, they got our respect.
Chris, walk me to that last trip to the free throw line, man, the chance to put it at a two-possession game. What was going through your head there?
Oh, when I missed that first one, I was like, I just started laughing. I think if you see on camera, you see me smiling after I missed it. I'm like, there's no way I missed this one. But I just, next play, just hit the second one. Really not much to think about.
It got chippy all throughout the game, physical game. Is there kind of any thoughts on that? Or just, is it just a physical game or is there any sort of bad blood there?
Nah, ain't no bad blood.
Yeah,
It's part of the game.
Yeah, I think we knew the game would be like this. I mean, they're both good teams. They come in with a hype, and just had to play through it.
Selton, it had to be nice back in Angola. You're not worrying about people being up at 3, 4, 5 in the morning watching the game. You play at noon, at least they get a decent time to watch it, huh?
No, for sure. I mean, I had a lot of people watching. I told them it would be at 12, so it's like 5 back home, and they're really proud of it. So ESPN gonna have a lot of people watching. You know what I mean?
Nah.
We'll go ahead and open it up for Coach.
Coach, just to get this out the way, you were 9th in the preseason polls, and now you sit comfortably at #1 in the conference. How do you guys take this momentum you have into the rest of the season and into the tournament?
I said last week, these next few weeks for our group, for our program, it's going to be about growth and humility, right? The truth of it is, and I pray this doesn't come off arrogantly, but we didn't look at any preseason polls. We knew people would tell us, yeah, they picked you here. We didn't look at it. Just like, to be honest, we don't look at the record, the standings right now. We just stay focused on like where we are today, right, and try to grow and try to get better and try to stay humble, through the success. As I say to these guys all the time, you develop character a lot of times through adversity, right? You find out who you are, but really who you are is the character that you show through prosperity, through success. And to their credit, man, every day they've come in the gym with the same hunger, same attitude. They don't practice like they're in first place. They practice like they're focused on today, and that's what we got to make sure we do.
And when FAU went on that 15-0 run, which gave the visiting fans some hope, it seemed to give them hope. They're standing on the bench. Just what was said in the huddle to kind of calm things down and allow you guys to close out?
With 4:22 left in the game, we were up 12, and I said to the guys, I said, fellas, like, I know it feels like everything's bad right now, but you're still up 12. Think about how many times we played this scenario in practice, right, where we'll do end of the game scenarios, up 10, up 12, whatever it may be. Sometimes, a lot of times, a team is only up 6. And what is it about? Man, it's about character, it's about toughness, and execution on both ends of the court. And the dudes who were sitting right here a second ago, man, I feel good every day I walk out there knowing I got 2 hired guns. And I say that, with all respect, And these dudes, they're anytime I hear a ball bouncing in the gym, I peek out my office window, it's one of the 2, right? And so you look at those numbers, Selton gets 25, Chris gets 23. Again, I say it humbly, it doesn't surprise me. Them dudes, they work their face off. They truly do.
Coach, you come out 8 of 13, I'm sorry.
No, you good. I was just going to say, but I'll tell you later.
You come out 8 of 13 from 3, you're 11 of 11 from the free throw line. Have you ever come out hotter than that?
Were you here for UTSA?
11 of 11 from the free throw line, 8 of 13 from 3.
But were you here for UTSA?
Yeah, that was pretty good too.
That was elite.
Yeah.
But I say, again, it's preparation. You know, it's preparation and it's sharing the ball. Again, guys, we won that game because we had 12 assists on 27 made baskets, but we only turned it over 8 times. Like, when you can get shots at the basket, you know, with a really talented group of guys that work hard, man, things are going to normally go pretty good because they've earned the right to not only play in that game but to make those shots. So, no, we couldn't have asked for a better start, but I thought defensively is where we set the tone, you know, because where they make you look really bad is in transition, and we put a big emphasis on our transition defense. Hey, if we can get our transition defense intact, set the table, and make them play against our half-court defense, you know, they're good, man. Like, they're good. I was just texting with Coach Kennedy, who Dusty and I worked for, who Coach May and I worked for at Murray State, and I said, man, prayerfully we made you proud. He said, man, great day, made us really proud. So they're good. They're a good team.
Coach, you knew they were going to make a run at you. They're just too good a team not to.
Mm-hmm.
They get it to 1 with like 22 seconds left, and I'm going to use your lines now. The hot team would have folded. The consistent team found a way to win.
Yeah.
Would that explain it?
The consistent and connected team found a way to win. Again, these guys, they live in a very individualistic society where everything's about the individual. And as I said time and time again, they have chose to be a team, right? We had 8 guys score today. We had 8 guys score. Yeah, Chris and Selton got 25 and 23 respect. But then, you know, you get 8 from Corey, you get 8 from Jose, another 8 from Kobe, 5 from Brandon, 9 from Jaden, 4 from Case and Pryor, who, like, we just won a game, guys, with Case and Pryor getting 4 points. You know, but I love this energy. I love this connection with his teammates, and that's what it's about.
Coach, as you went into the game today, what was the mental preparation, the mental preparation involved in this matchup?
I promise you I'm not trying to give you coach speak. I promise. But this was a big game to everybody else, right? It was a big game to everybody else for, I thought, all the wrong reasons. Yeah, they ranked 24th in the country. Yeah, they went to the Final Four last year. Yes, they're in the state of Florida. And yes, it was a sellout crowd. For us, it was a big game because it was the next opportunity for us to grow. It was the next opportunity for us to take a step towards our ultimate goal. I asked the question a couple weeks ago. Raise your hand if it was the end goal to be in first place on February, whatever it was. Nobody raised their hand. I asked the guys again. Raise your hand if it was your end goal to beat another ranked team, right? Nobody raised their hand. Okay, so this is about growth and humility. And so, I say it humbly. I've been fortunate to play in a lot of big games and to coach in a lot of big games. And my mentor, Billy Kennedy, and all the other great head coaches that I worked for, Coach Crean, they prepared me well. I say it all the time. I was prepared. I was brought up the right way in this business. And you asked the question, is it a rivalry? You can make it a rivalry if it sells papers and gets clicks. I'm okay with that. But I'm a byproduct of Dusty May, just like Dusty May is a byproduct of me. You know, we both sat in those offices and grinded it out, you know, to help Coach Kennedy be as successful as possible, you know, and to look down there and see your friend coaching on the other end, a really good team, like iron sharpens iron, right? Iron sharpens iron. So it's awesome.
When you have a crowd as energetic as you did, and, you know, another lifetime ago when I was attending the school, we didn't have a third of what you had here, but this was unbelievable. But when you see the fans saying overrated to them, do you block it out, or, because that could obviously feed the monster a little bit for them to get back in?
My wife would tell you I'm a little, the phrase she uses, throw it off. She's like, you're a little throw it off. I almost grabbed the mic and said, guys, because they're not overrated. They're as good as advertised.
Yeah.
But I think that's just the natural thing to say. You know, they're not overrated by any means. You know, they're a really good basketball team, and they're experienced. You know, like I said, I personally love the crowd because I love the fact that we have the community plus the campus out supporting. But guys, they played in front of 73,000 people last year. That didn't bother them. So it's a really good team, really good team.
Coach, how does it feel, especially after tonight, the students just, they love you, they support you, they waited for you.
Yeah, they were awesome.
What does that mean to you, and how does that feel to you as a coach? You know, I mean, not just the students of your team, but the students of the whole university.
No, it's incredible. And I don't want to get too deep, right, but we shared with the guys a week or so ago. Proverbs 27:21 says, fire tests the purity of silver and gold. Praise tests the soul of a man. And so although I'm very thankful and grateful for the way the students have embraced me, I've tried to be intentional about my relationship with them and go out to them. And it means the world. But at the same time, the praise, the glory is for the big man upstairs, man. Like he has brought the right group of people along at the right time to share in this experience and support each other.
Coach, I still want to backtrack off my other question.
Okay.
For a quick second.
No, I got time. Don't rush.
It's
It's normally just Leo and I in here, so.
Does it still bother you, though, when the fans do chant overrated toward the other team as a sign of disrespect, or do you really care?
Honestly,
Yeah,
those are my people. I'm with them.
okay,
That's my tribe. I'm with them.
okay.
So if they say it, I'm rolling. It's just how I am. I got 13 brothers and sisters. If one of us fighting, we all fighting. You understand that? Because if you don't fight, you get beat up by the other 12 when you get back home. So if they're rolling, I'm rolling. But it doesn't bother me. I don't think about it a whole lot. I'm so focused on the team that, I really don't hear it. I honestly don't.
Coach, something that jumped off the page to me before the game was that both of these teams are really efficient at scoring off assists.
Yes.
How do you think that went in today's game? Were you guys able to score off assists well, and were you able to limit FAU at all of scoring off assists?
No, I thought they did a really, really good job of it. Their ball movement and body movement is really hard to guard because it's not a set play, right? They're just playing the game, just like we are. Right, we're playing the game. We run some sets, but then after that, we taught them how to play. But they had 17 assists, 11 turnovers. We had 12 assists. We shared the ball, right? But I thought we missed some opportunities to share it. Now, that's just me being a OCD perfectionist coach that, wants the game played the right way. But again, when you got guys like Selton, Miguel, and Chris Youngblood, you can't handcuff their gift. They have a gift to put that ball in that basket, man, and they do it at a high level, and I'm just proud of both of their growth on the defensive end because they're getting 25 and, they gave up some, but that's a part of it.
Coach, you mentioned just how much the students mean to you. What was going through your mind when you were watching the players after the game in the student section, just, celebrating with them?
Honestly, I was thinking about the summertime. I was thinking about our Friday road games. It's where we'll lift 4 times, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday in the weight room. And on Friday, our strength coach, Cody DeQuiz, he does a great job. He'll find somewhere on campus. And one day we went out to Castor Beach, and he set up like a little obstacle course, and man, they are out there getting after it. And a little baby gator popped out of the pond or whatever it is over there. And I just remember Chris Youngblood said, "Hey, that was an alligator," right? And everybody just bust out laughing, like, see why that alligator's not even thinking about us. And after that day, I told him, I said, "Hey, remember days like this, because when we go through the season, there are going to be hard games, tough games, big games. This is what's going to bond you together and push us through those games." So that's literally what I was thinking about. And then I was like, the fact that they get to enjoy this experience together. Like somebody said to me a couple of weeks ago, "Amir, keep coaching them. Like, you've been 21, 22. They've never been 42, right? Keep coaching them. No matter what they do, you keep coaching them because it's the experiences that they'll remember. They'll remember this for forever. They'll have a group chat just like me and my teammates do on the phone and on Facebook. And that's what it's about. Like, yeah, we want to win basketball games, but we want to develop men. We want to develop an experience. We want them to develop bonds that last throughout a lifetime, that they come back and they're able to show their sons and daughters, hey, daddy helped hang that banner.
Coach, 11 wins in a row is something very impressive, very hard to do.
How many?
11 wins in a row?
Are you serious?
Yeah. 12? Never mind, 12. Sorry, I just got the nod over here. 12 wins in a row. 12 wins in a row is something very hard to do with the quality of teams nowadays, but it's something we are not used to seeing here in USF. So what does it mean to you? What does it mean to you to be part of that history here at USF? And also, you said that you've had the privilege to coach a lot of difficult and big games like today. So why is going to set this one apart in your memory?
Again, to God be the glory. I get so tunnel vision and lost. Like, I knew we were on a pretty good run. I didn't know 12, seriously. So thanks for sharing that with me. But the reason it sticks out is because the other games, I wasn't the head coach, and I wasn't at USF. You know, I think this is a program defining, program changing, program solidifying win. Okay, because anytime you beat a team that went to the Final Four last year that has 14 of those 15 guys back, that tells you a lot about the culture and the DNA of your program, right? And so I'm going to remember it because I was able to do it with a group of guys that they didn't have to trust me when I got here, but they chose to, and I appreciate them for that.
Hey, Coach, let's talk about Victor Golden. He is a really excellent player, and I think he's starting to pick up his game, but he's always been a big, intricate part of what Florida Atlantic is doing, whether he dominates the glass and makes his teammates around him. What are your thoughts about Victor Golden?
Man, he big as I don't know what. I mean, he is huge. But I'll tell you the thing I was impressed with. He runs the floor a lot better than it looked on tape. And he posts. You can tell he has really good discipline because when he posts, you know, we talk about having L's up. His arms are like this. It looks like a football goalpost. And they got this big target to throw to. And that's just a testament to Florida Atlantic and their staff. Obviously, they do a great job with development. And I thought where he made the biggest difference today, Joker was 7 for 7 from the free throw line. And I think he's 66% on the year. That's big time. I think he's a really good player.
Coach, sorry, there's just a lot of great quotes that I had to think about it. You know, we're probably going to see you guys play again in the tournament. What does the team need to do better if and when that eventually happens? And what are you looking to change up next time?
I need to look at the film first. Just off the top of my head, we need to do a better job, you know, when we get those paint touches of looking for the drive and kicks. We shot a lot of contested twos today, way more than I like to. And we made some, but I think over the course of a game, if we don't go, what did you say, 8 for 13 to start from 3? You know, if we don't go, and you think about it, we went 1 for 6 in the first half, or in the second half. If we don't have that first half like we had, we're sitting here having a totally different conversation. So we got to share the ball a little bit more.
Coach, those final 6 minutes or so when FAU started intentionally fouling, it seems like you could cut the tension in the room tonight. It was so intense. What's it like keeping that composure for the bench over there?
Guys, I'm 1 of 13, okay? Do you understand, like, and I think about this all the time. I think about how hard my parents worked. And we were always, I wouldn't for 1 second say we were poor, right? But, like, I can remember my dad going to work at night. I can remember my mom, you know, we might be down to guys about $20, and she'd go to it wasn't Publix, I guess Kroger back then, and man, she figure out a way to get us a meal. That's tension. That ain't tension. That's a game, right? And again, I told you I'm in the business of developing men, and so they're looking at how coach is gonna react. So all I'm thinking is stay calm, stay collected, stay focused, because they're gonna respond how I respond, and that's the way you stay cool.
Coach, I'm going to ask you the same question I asked Coach Mack.
Okay.
Somebody had to win, somebody had to lose.
Yeah.
But those were two teams that deserved to be playing in March.
For sure.
Weren't they?
100%. 100%. They shouldn't be left out of the tournament again. You guys were talking about a Final 14. Okay, you know how hard that is to get there? Okay, to be one of the last 4 teams playing. And what was this, 16 or 17?
Yes.
16 out of 17. And we've done it in a variety of different ways, at home, on the road. But you know what? It's not my job to sit up here and politic for why we should be in the tournament. We're just going to stay focused. We're going to go do our job and take care of our business. And if they put us in, they put us in. If not, they don't. It is what it is. But as I said to the guys before, and I'll just go ahead and share it with you, no one is going to define what success is for us. Nobody. Okay? Again, they picked us 9th. Was that what it was? 9th? They picked us 9th. So based off of whatever, like you could say, oh, no, like we know what our success is. Our success for us, you know, is staying true to each other, staying connected, staying true to our core values of truth, you know, running the people that tell you the truth. Trust, responsibility, unity, toughness, and humility. Those are the core values of our program. That's what it's about.
Well, Coach, now that you've said that, you've got the, you know, AAC tournament. There's a chance you could see these guys again later on. So now you've got a game with them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, who knows what adjustments that both teams are going to see with one another, and you can both conceivably get in the NCAA tournament with good showing in the actual AAC tournament. Now
Yeah.
you got one. There's a chance you're going to see them again.
Yeah, for sure. But that's basketball. That's basketball. But I'll just say this: this league, you know, man, it's fun. It's fun to play these games, but it's not fun preparing. Man, it's some big-time coaches, some big-time players, and if you're saying, like, I don't know, again, I really don't get caught up in it, but if our league only gets 2, travesty.
Now, you have set yourself up, maybe bigger picture here, since you said you're not paying attention. You may be in the top 25 tomorrow. Coach May talked about how nobody at the beginning of this, not one single person at the beginning of the season would have put USF in the top 65, but now there isn't anybody that wouldn't put you in the top 65.
I hope you're right.
But you might have less wiggle room than they do. They have a win against Arizona. You have losses to Maine and UMass.
We got wins,
slow start.
but we got wins against Florida State. We got wins on a neutral floor.
What does this set you up now? I feel like today set you up.
You know what it set us up for? I don't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry. You know what it set us up for? Just to have a bigger target on our back. That's all it set us up for. All right, and when you're rejuvenating and / building a program, we got to learn how to play with that expectation. Okay, and so we don't get caught. I promise you, like Chris. You know, he won't let me, and not that he needs to, but he won't let me get caught up in all the, like he'll say, Coach, he'll walk up to me, headphones on, Coach, headphones on. So, again, you know, it's great, you know, again, to have the attention that we're getting. But, again, for me, it's great for President Red Law. It's great for our board. It's great for our campus. It's great for our community. Honestly, I could care less.
This opportunity now that you have because of today in the next 3 or 4 weeks. That's what I was going to ask you.
Yeah, but like think about this, and I'm not trying to be a jerk. I promise you. But like who's giving us the opportunity? We're still we still have we go down to UTSA on Wednesday and play like we're a first place team and don't prepare, nobody's gonna be talking about us anymore. Then they'll say, "Oh, you're all the way out." I'm not getting caught up in it. I promise. And I wish I could answer your question better for you, but the truth of it is we worked hard. We stayed together to put ourselves in this position, but we know it's more work to be done. We know that today is not solidifying anything. We're going to make sure we stay focused on our ultimate goal. We control the biggest thing we have right now. We control our destiny. We can control the things that happen. And as long as we stay with that growth and humility, right? What are they gonna say if what if we went out? They can't tell us nothing no more. You know, we just go do what we do.
Anything else for Coach?